Hello everyone, this is Rizwana Rathod. I am working as a nursing lecturer in Knowledge Institute of Nursing. I had completed my MSc Nursing in Mental Health Nursing. Today we will learn about the mental health assessment. In this, we will see the psychiatric history taking. In psychiatric history taking, there are 6 components, right? Identification data, presenting chief complaints, history of present illness, past psychiatric and medical history, family history, and personal history. I repeat it again: identification data, presenting chief complaint, history of present illness, past psychiatric and medical history, family history, and personal history. In personal history, total there are total there are 10 components. From birth to till now we have to write. First one, perinatal history, childhood history, educational history, play history, emotional problem during adolescence, puberty, obstetrical history, occupational history, sexual and marital history, and pre-morbid personality. I repeat it again: perinatal history, childhood history, education history, play history, emotional problems during adolescence, puberty, obstetrical history, occupational history, sexual and marital history, and pre-morbid personality. First, we will see about the identification data. In identification data, we include all the preliminary information about the patient, that is name, age, sex, address, education, occupation, marital status, whether patient is married or not, then religion, Hindu, Muslim or Christian, then income per month, and informant. Informant means the person who is providing the information, means patient's family member or case file. Then information, whether it is relevant or not, or whether it is adequate or not adequate. Then we will see the presenting chief complaints. Presenting chief complaints means at the time of history collection, what the sign and symptom are the patient is experiencing in patient own words and in informant own words. I tell you before, the informant means patient's family member or patient's significant other. Then history of present illness. First we will write the duration in terms of days, weeks, months, or years. Then mode of onset. Mode of onset, in that we will write about the abrupt. Abrupt meaning sudden and unexpected. Then acute. Acute meaning sharpness or severity of symptom. How the symptom is sharp, right? Then subacute means it is between chronic and acute. And insidious means gradually increasing the mental illness. Then course, whether it is continuous, whether it is episodic. Episodic means season wise, right? Then fluctuating, falling and rising frequently, deteriorating, becoming progressively worsen, right? Whether the disease condition is improving or whether a disease condition is unclear. Then we have to write about the intensity, whether it is same, whether it is increasing or whether it is decreasing. Then description of present illness, we have to write about the abnormal behavior, associated problem like suicide, homicide. Homicide is the act of one human killing another. Homicide means what? Act of killing one human by another. Then we have to write about the speech, how the patient is speak, right? Then patient's mood state, social functioning, occupational functioning, and changes in ADL. ADL means activities of daily living. Then we will see the past psychiatric and medical history. In past psychiatric and medical history, we have to write about the number of previous episodes or hospitalization, how often the patient is hospitalized, then duration of each episode in terms of days, weeks, months, and years. Then treatment details and its side effect. Then substance use detail. Substance use detail means tobacco use or alcohol use. In medical history, we have to write about the surgical procedures, accidents, head injury, convulsion, unconsciousness, diabetes mellitus, hypertension, coronary artery disease, venereal disease, HIV positive, and any other. Why we collecting medical history? If we have medical history, we can know the cause of the mental illness. If patient has any head injury or convulsion or unconsciousness, we can find out the cause of mental illness. Then we will move on to the family history. In family history, we have to include all the family members' age, education, occupation, health status, and relationship with the patient. Now we will move on to the personal history. In personal history, there are mainly 10 components. If we will see the perinatal history. Uh, this is related to the patient's mother, right? Perinatal history is related to the patient's mother. In perinatal history, we mainly include three periods, that is antenatal period, intranatal period, and postnatal period. In antenatal period, we will write about if there is a maternal infection, exposure to radiation, immunization, whether the patient is taking regular vaccine or not, then any if any complication. Then intranatal period, we see about the types of delivery: normal delivery, instrumental delivery, cesarean delivery, or any complication. If there is a cesarean or instrumental delivery, the patient having the chance of having the mental illness. Then birth, full term, premature, and post mature. Full term means at 9 months, premature means before 9 months, and post mature means after 9 months. Then birth cry, whether it is immediated or delayed. Then birth defect, yes or no, if yes, specify. Then postnatal complication. Postnatal complication is a cyanosis. Cyanosis means bluish discoloration of the skin due to lack of oxygen. Then convulsion. Convulsion means one type of seizure. Then jaundice. Jaundice is a yellowish discoloration of skin due to the bilirubin deficiency. And if the patient is having any neonatal infection, right, we have to write in the perinatal history, that is antenatal period, intranatal period, and postnatal complication. Now we will move on to the childhood history. Primary caregiver. Who is the primary caregiver? Father, mother, or grandfather or grandmother. Then how the baby is feeding, that is breastfed or artificial mode of feeding, right? Age at weaning. Weaning means what? After 6 months, we have to start the food to the infant. So what the age the child, the patient is starting weaning. And developmental milestone, whether it is normal or delayed. Then we have to write about the behavior and emotional problem. The behavior and emotional problem include if the patient is having any thumb sucking, excessive temper tantrum means excessive aggressiveness, stuttering. Stuttering means say something with difficulty. Then nail biting, pica. Pica means eating inedible things. Then enuresis. Enuresis means involuntary urination. Then night terrors. Night terror means there are intense screaming, crying, fear during the sleep. And uh, somnambulism. Somnambulism means night walking, right? We have to write about we have to write in the behavior and emotional problem. Then we have to write about the if there is any illness during childhood, specifically for central nervous system infection, epilepsy, neurotic disorder, and malnutrition. Now we will move on to the educational history. Age at beginning of formal education. Formal education means the patient is taking admission into the school. Then we will write about the academic performance, whether it is satisfactory or dissatisfactory. Then extracurricular achievement. If the patient is having any extracurricular achievement, we have to write about it, right? Then relationship with the peers and teachers, whether it is satisfactory or dissatisfactory. Then school phobia. If patient is having any school phobia, we have to write yes or no. Then look for conduct disorder, for example truancy and stealing. Truancy means running away from home or school, and stealing you very well know. Then reason for termination of study. What is the reason the patient is terminate study? Then we will write about the play history. Play history. In play history, games played at what stage, at what age, and with whom, and relationship with playment, whether it is satisfactory or not. Then emotional problem during adolescence, that is first problem is running away from home. Delinquency. Delinquency means making crime before the age of 18 years, smoking, drug taking, and any other. Then puberty, age at appearance of secondary sexual characteristic in both male and female. Then anxiety related to puberty changes. If our patient is female, we have to write the age at menarche, at what stage menstrual period start. Then reaction to menarche, regularity of cycles means it is regularly, monthly, day by day is conducted. Then duration of flow, 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. And abnormalities, if any, menorrhagia means excessive menstrual bleeding, and dysmenorrhea means difficulty during the menstruation. Then if the patient is female, we also have to write the obstetrical history. LMP means last menstrual period. Then we have to write about the number of children, any abnormalities associated with pregnancy, delivery, and puerperium. Puerperium means postnatal period. Then termination of pregnancy, if the patient is having any abortion or any problem, right? Menopause is a stopping of menstrual period at the age of 15 years, right? Then occupational history, age at starting work, at what age the patient starting working, job held in chronological order. If the patient is changing job frequently, we have to write the jobs in chronological order. Then reason for changes. Then current job satisfaction means relationship with the authorities, colleagues, and subordinate. Then we have to write about whether the job is appropriate to patient background, yes or no. Then sexual and marital history, genogram, family of procreation, detail of now we will see the sexual and marital history. In this we have to uh, draw down the genogram, that is detail of spouse and children. We have to write about the type of marriage, whether it is self choice or arranged. Then duration of marriage in years, interpersonal and sexual relation, that is satisfactory or unsatisfactory, or extramarital relationship, right? Then we will move on to the premorbid personality. Premorbid personality means before the disease, before the occurring of disease condition, right? In this we have to write about the interpersonal relationship, that is extroverted patient is, whether the patient is extroverted or introverted, family and social relationship. Then use of leisure time. Leisure times means when the patient is not working, right, in the recreation time. Then predominant mood, the mood is whether the mood is optimistic, pessimistic, stable, fluctuating, or cheerful. Then usual reaction to stressful event, how the patient is reacted to stressful situation, right? Attitude to self and others means patient have the ability of self appraisal of abilities, achievement, and failures. Then attitude to work and responsibility, how the patient is behave towards the work and responsibility. Then we have to write down the religious beliefs and moral attitude. Then if patient is having any fantasy life, we have to write down, right? In habits, we have to write out about the four things, that is eating pattern, whether it is regular or irregular, elimination, whether it is regular or irregular, sleep, whether it is regular or irregular, and if patient is using any drug, tobacco, and alcohol.